Hello everyone, my name's Cherie and today I'm going to be leading a yoga session for everybody to join in with at home. So no matter what age you are and no matter what ability, you can join in with these stretches. So I'm going to be using some children's poses today, but adults, you can obviously do this by yourselves without children as a nice stretch. And we're going to be looking at some different shapes and animals that children can really get involved with. Also, I'm going to be using a prop, I'm going to be using a little teddy bear so that if you have got babies or infants under 1 year old, you can pick them up and you can use them whilst you are doing the yoga. So I have worked before with mothers or family members that are doing yoga but they still have the needs of their infant or baby, and so that you can really just get them involved and do some moving with them as well. So whether you have little ones or you are on your own, anyone can join in this. It's mixed ability, as I said, so I'll give you lots of different options and it's not going to be too hard, so you should all be able to join in with this. If you do feel any discomfort in any of the movements or any of the poses, please come out of it, as you shouldn't be feeling any pain anywhere. So if you do feel any twinges or anything that doesn't feel right, then do just come out of the pose and you can come to a nice seated position and just come back to finding your breath and having a little relaxation until you feel like you can pick it up again, maybe with a different pose. Or obviously you can adjust the poses. I'm going to give you adjustments, so if you've got any tension in your knees or in your hips, I'm going to give you options like I said. So let's get started then. First of all, we are going to start doing a snake breath. So if we all just come to our knees, you can come to sitting like this if that's comfortable for you. If not, as I said, just find another way of sitting that is comfortable for you. Maybe this isn't comfortable for your knees. If you do have little ones, babies or infants that you're having to hold or look after whilst you're doing this, it can be quite fun to do it with them. So you can just have them sitting here or holding them here. I'm just going to use Teddy because I don't have an infant. So you can use them just holding like this, and it's really nice for them to feel when you're taking your breaths as well and feel the calmness. So what we're going to do is just start to close our eyes, and as I said, this is our snake breath. So we're going to take a deep inhale in through the nose. So we're going to take a big deep breath in. And then as you exhale, I want you to make that snake hissing sound through the mouth. Lovely, we're going to do the same thing again, and deep breath in. And out. Good, and maybe if you're doing it next to your child or siblings, if you're doing it together, something like that, you can see how long you can hold that hissing sound for. Let's do one more. Nice deep breath in. And exhale with the snake noise. Good, lovely. So we're just taking those calm breaths, and that hissing noise is actually really good for filling up your lungs with air and then kind of directing your breath. So well done. If you have got infants, again, you can just keep hold of them. We're going to come into some standing postures first, and then we're going to come back down to the mat. So if you can just find a standing position. Good, we're going to make sure our feet are facing forwards in parallel. Lovely. So we're just going to put our feet, either you can have them slightly apart or completely together, all right? So however feels comfortable for your hips. Some people feel like having them a little space between, but it shouldn't be wide. So ideally together. or a tiny space. Good. And if you've got your infants, you can hold them however you feels comfortable. So you can either hold them like this, or if they want to be held like this, you can hold them like that. And we can still do the pose. So you can sit, the good thing about this is you can just take a little break from your day to do this while you still have babies, or with your children if they want to do it with you as well. That'd be fantastic. So this one is our mountain pose, okay? So we need to stand up. It's really about the alignment. So if you notice, when you stand properly, if you're not thinking about it, maybe your shoulders are slumped forward a little bit, and maybe you're just a little bit relaxed in your spine and your abs aren't being held. So this is really good for our alignment. So what we want to do is put our toes together, lifting the crown of the head, shoulders down away from the ears, and just make sure that you're standing up nice and tall. If you haven't got infant with you, or you're a little one doing this, what we're going to do is, as we stand up nice and tall, we're going to see if we can place our hands together, showing that we're super strong and stable. So if there was someone that was going to try and push me to the side now, I wouldn't move because I'm so strong and stable. I'm using my strong tummy muscles. I'm standing really nice and tall and strong. My feet are like they're cemented into the ground. They're not moving anywhere. Okay, so stay really nice and strong. Check your alignment. So from the side, standing up nice and tall, using your tummy muscles, tailbone tucked under. Good. And take a breath here. And exhale. And another one. Inhale. And exhale. Good. From here, we're going to come into our warrior one position. So you're going to take a big step back. Good, lovely. And then you're going to bend your front leg. Good. And with the back toe, you want to just turn the toes out a little bit. Good. So like this, bending forwards. And then once you're in that position, I want you to see if you can lift your arms up nice and high. Lovely. Keep your shoulders down though, away from your ears. So your hips want to be facing forwards and lifting up nice and tall. If you have got Bubby, you can just hold like this. Good. Or if they want a little bit of a lift, you can do your Lion King moment. Good, lovely. Lifting like Simba in the Lion King. Fantastic. Good. And just going to take a few breaths here. Good. And then swap over and we're going to do the other side. Good. Back toe turned out a little bit. Knee bending, going over that toe in front. That's it, making sure your knees are nice and stable. They're not going in or out, they're going straight over the toes. And lifting, and if you haven't got baby, lifting the arms up nice and high. Good, and if it's comfortable for your neck, you can look up at your fingertips. Fantastic, good. So that was our warrior one. Now we're going to do a balance. We're going to do our tree pose. So again, if you've got little ones, you can keep a hold of those. We're going to turn our feet out, well, one foot out to the side, and we're just going to find a tree pose like this. Good. So I want you to imagine that your feet are the roots of a tree and they're going through the ground, rooted into the ground. So they can't go anywhere. You're really strong and stable like a tree, okay? If you're not holding a little one, kids, you can see if your foot can come here, or your foot might be able to come up even higher on your standing leg, and you're going to put your hands together. Good, and a big smile. And then take a breath here, and exhale. Good, and we can try the other leg. So we're going to turn this foot out, lift it up. You can put it underneath the knee, or if you're able to, you can put it above the knee. Good. And we're going to hold here. Lovely. And if you want to, you can try and lift your arms all the way above your head. Okay. Ooh, don't wobble. Good. Strong tummy. Very good. Or you can keep your hands here by your chest, however you feel comfortable. Good. Lovely. Give your legs a little shake. Well done. The next one we're going to do, this is also a balance, this is our aeroplane balance, okay? So grown-ups, if you've got little ones with you, infants, babies, you can put them down like this so that they can see you. Say hello to them. And just be very careful that, obviously, when you're doing your balance, you step back a bit. So if you were to fall or wobble, you're not going to fall on them. Come out to the side. So what we're going to do in our aeroplane position is take our hands on our hips, first of all, and you want to lift one leg up nice and high. That's it. So first of all, you can just take it off the mat a tiny bit, and then when you feel more confident with your balance, you can lift it up a little bit higher. Good. And then we're just going to take our arms out to the side like an aeroplane and holding here, and see if you can hold for 5, for 4, for 3, 2, and 1. Good. And then we're going to try the other side. So lifting up the toe and arms out, finding your aeroplane balance. Good. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Fantastic. Was you an amazing aeroplane? Good. Okay, so we've done our aeroplane one. The next one we're going to do is our warrior 2. So we already did warrior 1. We're going to do warrior 2. So again, if you've got little ones to hold, most of this stuff you can just keep babies in your arms. Some of it, if you want to, you can have them on your hip, as long as you're not obviously changing your alignment if we need it to be straight and your hips out. Okay, so we're going to come into our warrior 2. Now for this you need nice wide legs, and just check that your feet are about one of your leg lengths apart. So if you've got long legs, your feet are going to be really open. If your legs are not too long yet, they'll be in a little bit more. Okay, so one foot we're going to have facing the shorter edge of our mat, and this one is going to be facing the long edge of our mat. Good, lovely. Then from here, if you've got little ones, you can just hold them, and we're going to bend into that front leg and just holding here. Okay, if you haven't got babies with you, if you're a child, we're going to keep our arms super strong. All right, when they're super strong like this, then we're going to look towards our front fingertips, and we're going to hold strong like a warrior. A warrior is like someone that goes into battle and they're super strong. So we're going to try and hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. We're going to swap sides. Now try this toe. Swap the feet round. Lovely. And arms out, shoulder height. So not up high like this and not down low. We want them just the same height as your shoulders. Look towards your fingertips and bend that knee. And hold in here for 5. Make sure you're breathing in and out through the nose. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lovely. And coming back in, you can give your ankles a little shake. Very nice. Good work. We're going to come into our triangle pose now. So can you make a triangle shape with your legs for me? That's it. So this is my nice triangle shape. Can you see it? It goes all the way up from my foot to my hip, then all the way down this side, and then the last side is the bit along my mat. So 1, 2, 3 sides. It must be a triangle. Good. So with our 3 sides, we've got a triangle here with our legs. Now we're going to add in the top part. So we're going to use our arms out to the side, and then we're going to stretch and extend here. Lovely. And then bring in the bottom hand all the way down. Good. That's it. Fantastic. Good. And then we're going to turn that toe slightly. See if you can lift up, looking at your top arm. Excellent. Good. And if you've got little ones, if you've got bubbies with you, you can just come down like this. Hi there. Good. And then we turn the other side. So feet out like a nice triangle shape. We're going to turn this toe. Lovely. And then from here, lifting up nice and tall. That's it. Hi baby. I've got a little fairy baby called Teddy. Good, and if you haven't, then we're gonna come all the way down, looking up at our top fingertip. Fantastic, good work. And give your hands a shake out, feet a shake out. So that was I'm kind of running through the poses here, but obviously if you want to hold them for a little bit longer and maybe take some more deep breaths in and out while you're doing it, you can do that. All right, so we're gonna go into our cat and cow pose. So how do you think a cat is? On their all fours, aren't they? So they come all the way down, meow, meow. A cat comes down like this, good, lovely. And then the cat, this is a little bit of an angry cat, so it's gonna lift its tailbone up like that. So imagine you've got a tail and you're gonna lift up, good. And then you're gonna lift your head as well. Lovely, good. Then from here, your back is gonna come all the way up. We're gonna do the cow pose. So for the cow, we come all the way round. Excellent. And then all the way up like this. Inhale, take a nice deep breath through the nose. And then as you exhale, we're gonna round the spine. Good. And up, inhale. And exhale. Good. And if you have little ones, you can just have them here. Say hello, hello. Inhale. And exhale. Good. All right, well done. From here, we're going to come up into our down dog position. So if you have got bubbies, they can stay on the mat. If they're happy there. We're going to place hands either side. Hello, hello, hello. Come back a little bit from them. And I want to see who can do the best doggy, the best downward dog. So you need to lift your bottom up nice and high, like you've got a tail. Okay, and we're going to come into a V shape, upside down, V. So we're going to lift our bottoms up, all the way up high, up onto your toes. Good. Nice straight legs if you can. You can keep a little bit of a bend in your knees if it feels better. That feels more comfortable for you. Or you can try and straighten your legs. Good. And shake your head no, just so we know your neck's nice and not holding any tension, nice and comfortable. Loose neck, good. And push in the mat with your hands and your feet. Lovely. And take some deep breaths here. Good. And then on our next exhale, we're going to gently lower the knees back down to the mat. Like we're in our cat shape again. Fantastic. All right, we're going to come down. You remember at the start we did our snake breath? Well, we're going to do a snake shape now. And this one is called a cobra. All right. So I don't know if you know, there's a special kind of snake called a cobra. So if you've got bubbies, you can put them here, just keep them just not in front of you on the mat, obviously, so you don't want to be too close. From here, we're going to come down onto our mat like this. Good. I'm going to come into our cobra shape. So if you want to, you can just have your elbows on the mat, lifted, or you can push with your hands and try and get straight arms so that you come all the way up. Make sure your shoulders are not by your ears like this. We don't want to wear our shoulders as earrings. We want our shoulders pushed down away from your ears, like this. Good. Very nice. And see if you can hold it here. Good. If that's too tricky, remember you can stay on your elbows if that's more comfortable. All right, so let's try that. And holding for some breaths. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And breathe in and breathe out. Good. and relax. Very nice, excellent. All right, we've got a few more to do. And we're gonna do the river, all right? This one's called the river. So we're gonna pretend that we are in the river on my nice blue mat. And I'm gonna stretch up really high and see if I can touch my toes, all right? If you can't quite manage to touch your toes, maybe you can touch your legs here, okay? Or maybe you can walk your hands along the mat, yeah, or along the floor. Good. If bubbies want to stay a little bit closer to you, they can just come next to you here, so you can still give them some love. Or this side, give them some love. Hi, hi, hi. Good. Lift it up nice and tall. And take a deep breath in. And as you breathe out, coming forwards. Good. And seeing if you can hold onto your toes or maybe your ankles. Good. And we're going to take another deep breath in. And deep breath out. Good. And again, deep breath in. And deep breath out. Lovely. One more in. And out. Excellent. Good. Very nice. So that was our river pose. Good. You're doing so good so far, everybody. All right. Next one is a strength pose. So some of you might have done this one before. It is called a plank. All right. If it's too tricky, you can come down onto your knees. But we want to try and hold our plank all together for 15 seconds, all right? I won't count too slow. So we're gonna come on to our hands, good. And I just want you to stretch your legs out, good, both legs like a press up, and we're gonna hold here with straight arms, good. And 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, keep your bottom down, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, and if you start shaking it means it's working, 2, and 1. Good, gently lower the knees. If you didn't manage to hold it for 15, that's okay. Maybe you hold it for 5 or 10 today, and then maybe tomorrow you could have another practice. Good. Okay, lovely. So we've done our plank. The next one we're going to do is the shark. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Good. So if you've got bubbies, they can come next to you. We're going to come onto our fronts again. All right. And this time, you're going to place your arms by your sides, okay, down towards your hips. And we're going to see if we can lift off the floor, okay? So you want to try and lift your chest off, up nice and high, like a shark, okay? If that's quite easy for you, you might want to see if you can lift your legs off as well. Good, and hold in for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, gently down, lovely, have a little rest. Good, so that was our shark. We're going to come into our rock. Because that was quite a bit of a back bend, we're going to come into the rock shape. So just as you would imagine, a rock is very small, isn't it, on the floor? So we're going to make a very small shape like a rock. Good, that's it. You can touch your toes, touch your feet, and head comes all the way in. Make yourself as small as you can. And breathe deeply. Fantastic, good, and coming up, lovely. All right, we are going to do the dragon next, okay? So the dragon, you take a step forwards, that's it, like this, And I want you to check that your knee is at a right angle like that, so it's got nice straight lines here and here. And for the dragon, we're going to try and balance here. Use the strong tummy muscles. All right, if you've got Bubby, you can just have them here, resting, okay? Good. And maybe if you've got them, you can take one arm up like this. Good. Or obviously keep them however you need to. All right, or if they're happy on the mat, you can keep them there. And if you haven't got Bubbies at all, we're going to lift our arms all the way up. Good. And inhale and exhale. And breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out like a dragon. Good, very nice. All right, we're going to try the other side. So swap your feet over. Lovely. And once you've found your balance, good, we're going to come all the way up. And inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. And inhale. Breathe out like a dragon. Good, fantastic. All right, well done. Okay, this one is going to be a twisting shape. So we haven't done much twisting yet. This one is called a pretzel. Who likes to eat pretzels? I do. Love pretzels. And it's called a pretzel because they're all knotted up. Okay, it's all like knotted up. So the easiest way to do it is to start with your feet out. Okay. You're going to bend one leg in and step it over the straight leg. Okay, have you got that? So I'll show you again. Bend one leg in and step it over the straight leg. Good. Now if you've got any discomfort in your knees, I would keep that straight leg. But if you're a little one, you will probably be fine with this unless you've got any knee issues. So we're going to bend this one all the way in. Good. That's it. So both of our feet are here. I can touch them with my hands. Lovely. Then my knee that is up high, okay, the one that I crossed over first, I want to try and come on the outside of it. All right. So hopefully that makes sense to you. So instead of coming on the inside of my leg, I'm going to come on the outside and I'm going to try and turn around. Good. Now if you're there, and this hand is free because we've turned around, you can try and find a bind. So we're going to take that arm round even further. So it's here, hello, hello, and come under and find a bind. And that's a full pretzel. All right, but that is quite tricky. So if you would rather keep that leg here and hand here and keep the hand out behind, then you can just find that twist. Good. We're going to do the pretzel the other side now. So give your legs a little shake. Good, lifting up the other leg this time. Good, taking it over the straight one. Then the straight one can bend in. Good. And then wrapping around. Good, wrapping around you can hold here. Or you can take the arm behind you. Or the other option was to take this arm all the way around, under your leg, and find the bind. So you can see here, if I show you, try and wriggle around. So you can see that my hands are joined here. Okay, but that is quite tricky. So you might just want to wrap here. Good, and you're still getting that nice stretch into your glutes. You can really feel it in your upper glutes and towards the bottom of your back. Really nice stretch there. Good, into your piriformis muscle. So that was our pretzel. I'll tell you what we're going to do next. We've just got a few more to finish off. We're going to do, sorry, I don't know why I stood up. We're going to do the boat pose, okay? So this is a very fun one to do, and I'll show you a way that you can make this even more fun. You can try and put, if you're doing it with your kids, you can try and put your feet together with your grown-up, okay? And you might be able to hold hands as well. That is a very tricky one, but it's very fun. And that's what yoga is all about, really, just having fun while you're trying to do the postures. If you can't do them all 10 out of 10 exactly perfect, then that's why we're going to practice more and more and more, and then you'll get better, okay? So sometimes it's about just having fun, and some of them are so hard that you'll end up trying to do it and then trying, like, laughing with each other and being like, oh gosh, what are we doing? We need to practice this one again, and you'll just get better. So this one's very fun to do. It's quite tricky. So you can put your feet together with someone to make the boat shape, and then hold hands if you can. If not, if you haven't got anyone or you're trying to do it seriously by yourself, then you try and lift your toes up and hold like this. Good. If you've got bubbies, excuse me, if you've got bubbies, you can maybe put them here and hold on to them. Add a little bit of extra weight. Good. Or you can just give them a nice cuddle like this. Good. And we're just going to hold, and you can really feel it in your thighs. They'll start shaking, and in your abs as well. If you want to take it even harder, you lean back further and you lift the feet up higher. And it's a killer for your abs. You can feel it in your tummy muscles, everybody. Whew. Good. And then gently coming back down. Wow. That's a strong pose. Good. All right, from here, we're going to come into our bridge pose. So babies can come down next to you. Hopefully you can see this. So you're going to keep your feet parallel so they're not together. There's just a little bit of space in between your feet. And you're going to come and lie down on your mat. I know everyone went, oh, lying down. Okay, so from here, what we're going to do is come up into our bridge, all right? So little ones are normally very good at this. So we're going to lift our hips all the way up. Good. And holding here. All right, so you want to lift your hips up as high as you can. Lift your bottom. Good. And if possible, you can join your hands together underneath and try and go up even higher. Good, lovely. And holding, keep breathing in and out, nice deep breaths. Good. And then gently lowering, really slowly, gently all the way back down to the mat. Good, and then if you want to, if it feels good, you can bring your knees in and just rock gently from side to side. That feels quite a nice massage in your back. Good, fantastic. And then the last one we're going to do is our fish pose. All right, so this is quite tricky to start with. I see lots of people in yoga class, in classes doing this, and you think, oh, that's not quite right. So feel free to have a look at the pose first, if you're not sure. So just sit and watch me, and then try and get into it, because it is a bit of a coordination thing. Sometimes it's like rubbing your tummy and patting your head at the same time. It's a bit awkward. So you want to try and lie down with your feet out, okay? So feet together, point your toes, and you're going to come down onto your elbows like this. Good, lovely. Then from here, all you're going to do is take your head all the way back as far down to your mat as you can. Good. Very nice. Good, so what some yoga teachers will tell you to do is find a lay-in position first, and then try and come up like this. But that's where I see a lot of people going wrong. So kind of do it however you feel best getting into it. You want to just let your neck open up. Good. And carry on breathing here. Opening the chest. Good. Push your forearms, push your elbows down into the mat. Lovely. And gently coming all the way back up. Oh, I love that. Feels really nice, and opening all your shoulders and chest everywhere. Opening that neck. Good, fantastic. What I want you guys to do now is, if you just want to lay down for me, I'm going to read you a little relaxation, which I really like. And this is for children as well. So this is called Special Place, this one. So you can, it's about thinking about in your mind a special place that you like going to, and it's going to just make you feel really good. So I want you to just lay down on your backs. If children are with you, you can bring them in towards you, give them a little cuddle. Or if they want to lay by themselves, they can lay next to you. Good. And close your eyes and take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Good. And then just keep your eyes closed and listen to the sound of my voice, listen to the words that I'm saying, and just try and take your imagination with you. Sit back and relax. Breathe deeply and slowly. Close your eyes and go inside. Feel your breathing and let go of everything else. Imagine a place that is special to you, where you love to be. It might be outside in nature, inside a house, or a place from a picture or a dream. Wherever it is, go there now. Notice what it looks and smells like. See the textures and hear the beautiful sounds. In this special place, it is peaceful and beautiful. You feel safe and loved, happy and relaxed. You can feel your heart and know your own mind. You are free to be yourself, and you decide who else can come in. You can invite someone you love to join you, or you can just be by yourself. Whatever you choose, enjoy some time for you in your special place. Good, lovely. And if you start to open your eyes slowly, you can just wiggle your hands, wiggle your fingers and toes. And then rolling onto one side, take your time and find your way up to a seated position like we did at the start. Good. And you can sit with just placing your hands on your knees, cross-legged, or keep your feet, keep your legs out nice and straight if that's more comfortable. I'm just going to finish with a deep breath in and breathing out. And again, deep breath in and breathing out. And last one, deep breath in and deep breath out. I'm going to place our hands together and say namaste. Good. Wishing you a lovely rest of your day or evening, and I'll see you soon.
Ladies and gentlemen, the house is now open.